All right, guys. Challenger Sports Talk Crew here. Today will either be our second or third official episode, depending on when the Super Bowl episode comes out and if it's ready to be edited before this one. But this is a little bit of a more gonna be a little bit of a sad episode. Um, Obviously, I'm pretty sure everybody here heard the tragic news of Kobe Bryant, the passing of Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and I believe it was 7 or 5 other victims. Um, so, so we decided if you were keeping up with our Instagram stories, you would see that we were going to dedicate one whole episode to Kobe and the victims of this horrific tragedy that happened on the morning of Sunday morning, and what was it? I think it was in California, right?
Yeah, Calabasas.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we didn't really have any guests on this show. We wanted to just, because it's more of like a sad or a more of a down episode, more of a memorial episode. But we will be having two of our teachers. We will be having Mr. Brown and Mr. D, two guys who grew up watching Kobe and who will speak on this topic and about how they're feeling, especially for, not just for Kobe and Gigi, but for the other families that are affected by this. But this episode won't be so all sides. We're gonna be going over some of our favorite Kobe moments. We will be discussing how we felt about how we feel about this a little bit, but that might be later on in the show. So then again, I'm here joined by Luis, who's on my left.
So guys, it's a sad time kind of us in the NBA. Actually, all around sports.
And then I have Michael to my right.
Hello.
So yeah, we will be having the two teachers join us a little later, but I mean, it's just a tragic event. I mean, this death really hurt the whole sports, not even just people who watch basketball. I mean, it hurt everybody. Like, even you see people who weren't involved with basketball or didn't really have interest in basketball, and they were just sending their thoughts and prayers, and everybody was affected by this. It was really crazy to think that it was, especially for Kobe Bryant, like, you would never expect something like this to happen to Kobe, especially at such a young age, and it is kind of crazy to think about how he is a legend and he is undoubtedly one of the best players to ever step on any court in the whole NBA league or in the whole league. And obviously us growing up, guys, we all looked up to Kobe. We grew up watching Kobe for a little bit, obviously before he retired in 2016. And even to this day, I know a lot. We used to talk about Kobe a lot, and we used to, I don't know about you guys, but I always found myself studying Kobe and his game. So I mean, I loved Kobe, and he was one of my role models to this day. So, it's kind of sad to see him go. But, Louis, you guys trying to say?
One thing that I would probably say was how one of the games in the actually every NBA game that played on that Sunday honored Kobe by at least doing a 24 shot clock violation or an 8-second violation to that. Well, the 8-second violation, obviously, but they obviously gave tribute to that, and then also Trae Young wearing number 8 in representation for Kobe, and I think also the Pistons did it as well.
Yeah.
They wore number 24 for every single player in honor of Kobe.
Number 24, number 29, number 8.
And then everybody in the NBA after that, they started doing 8-second violations, 24 shot clock. But obviously, Kobe was very different in the NBA and outside of the NBA as well. I think he was different. He was a role model, and he changed a lot of lives out there. So, Michael, you want to say anything?
And man, Kobe's just overall great man, great player. And to be honest, when I woke up and I had heard the news, I mean, I'm pretty sure the whole world thought that it wasn't true and just I
didn't believe it.
Fake.
Yeah.
But then it was, I mean, it was just everywhere, and then especially that his daughter Gigi.
Yeah, it's really sad to see. I mean, Um, she wasn't. She was younger than us. I mean, she's 13. I'm about to be. I'm about to turn 15 soon. And to see how like that she went down, like that, and she passed. It's really sad for me to me to think about, because obviously if you kept up with Gigi and you kept up with her game and the way she played, she was just like her father, and she was really going to be a star in the WNBA, and I believe she was going to be the face of face of the league for years to come. And it's kind of sad to see. I mean, she had dreams and aspirations of her own that now she would never get to accomplish because of this. And UConn, the Huskies honored her yesterday when they were playing their game. They put a jersey that had number 2. It was a number 2 jersey, which was Gigi's number, and they put it on one of their one of the bench sheets and put flowers over it and everything. That was nice to see. But yeah, like I think it kind of, and I know when Michelle D comes in here later, he'll be talking about Gigi too in the passing. I mean, she was just so young, and you never expect to see something like this happen to a person at that age. And she was really a fighter, and she was gonna be just like Kobe. And now we will never be able to see
what she could become.
Yeah, I really think that the change for the WNBA that will make it more popular was going to be Gigi.
Yeah.
I think once Gigi got in that league, I think the WNBA will be getting more recognition. Obviously, because you have Kobe Bryant's daughter, who is a straight baller. I mean, she was going to be good. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, she was going to be great in that league, and she was going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. If I believe they have a WNBA Hall of Fame, do they? I don't personally know. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you talk to people about the WNBA, no one knows anything, and I really believe that would have changed once Gigi got in that league. But now I guess we just never know, and it's sad to see. Kobe Bryant was honored a lot. He obviously, like Luis said before, 24 second violations. At the start of every game, 8-second violations at the start of the games for Kobe. Timberwolves yesterday, they won the tip, put the ball on the free throw line right where Kobe passed Michael Jordan for the all-time, I think for number 2 on all-time scoring, I believe. No, it was number 4, number 3, number 4. I don't remember. I think it was 3.
It was 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sad. I hate it. I just hate to see Kobe go like that.
One of the really things that I found cool about the games that day is that after the Suns game and the Hawks game, both Devin Booker and Trae Young had a combined point total of 81. They both took 24 shots, and the amount of shots they made equaled up to 24, I believe, also, right?
Yeah, the combined shots, the combined field goals made for Devin Booker and Trae Young equaled up to 24. Moving on from this little sad topic, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Kobe's career. 5 times NBA champion. I mean, there's not many that can say that, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry about that. There's a 5-time NBA champion, league MVP. I mean, there's a lot of guys who can go out there and say that they helped their team, but Kobe, like, he didn't just help the team. He pretty much was the team. Like, he would, if it was needed, he would put everybody on his back, and he would just come up in clutch moments. And it's kind of sad. Now thinking about before, Kobe got a lot of criticism, but what I liked is that now everybody's gotten together. Like, everybody has gotten together and kind of honored Kobe and his daughter and the other victims that were affected and that passed, unfortunately.
Yeah, even the soccer player Neymar. I mean, during the game he scored, and then he pulled up the 2 and the 4.
Yeah, and then also in the Pro Bowl, Devontae Adams, after he scored that
Mhm.
touchdown, he's put
Yeah.
24 as well. The offense of that game and the defense of that game was able to do that. So almost everybody was honoring Kobe after what they heard.
I mean, it's more than just basketball. Like, yes, you see Kobe as a basketball legend, but Kobe wasn't only just he wasn't a basketball player. Kobe was just one of the best people who will ever be born into the earth. I don't think there's ever gonna be somebody that's like Kobe again. Like, Kobe did so much, and yes, Kobe wasn't perfect. Kobe had his flaws. Kobe wasn't necessarily like always out of trouble, obviously, but he showed the world that it's okay to not be perfect. And I honestly, people can say that they look up to Kobe for his basketball skills, but I personally also look up to Kobe for his personality traits. I mean, Kobe is and was an amazing father. He was an amazing person. He even met his community and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's more than just basketball. I mean, everybody's honoring Kobe because that's how much he meant to just the world and the sports world in general. So yeah, it's definitely a huge loss to the sports world, and rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, Gigi, and the other 5 victims. I know I've said that a lot, but you just gotta keep on repeating it. So prayers up to the whole Bryant family, the Lakers community, the basketball community, just everybody, and especially Kobe fans too. So, I believe we have. Do we have Kobe stats pulled up here, Michael? Do you have it yet? I know you're pulling it up. All right. So, we have some stats that we're gonna show. Up on the screen, I actually have a few Kobe clips that's gonna be going up here. So, I mean, all time great. There's one of the, my opinion, best shooting guard to ever play the game. I don't think there's any other shooting guard. Best Laker of all time, in my opinion. But Michael, do you have the stats now? You're still trying? What's happening? All right,
No,
guys.
I got you. I got you. So,
Just some stats, just some regular stats.
I know,
not too big.
by like 2015, 2016, stats were it was 66 GP, 28.2 minutes, 17 points a game. Yeah, 35 field goal percentage. It was pretty good. His overall best year would probably be either 2000 to 2001, or it would be, actually no, that's a lie, 2002 to 2003, or 2005 to 2006. Those were overall his good years. His great years. Great years of how he played, as great year of him playing in the league. It's just a huge loss for everybody, even for people that don't even know him. It's just that he's really well known for charities, foundation, building up that women's league as well.
Yeah.
Thinking of Gigi being the new face of the WNBA. I think people were thinking about that, questioning of if she's going to be the new face. But, Michael, you want to say anything?
I mean, I'm just still in shock. I mean,
Yeah, I think we all are at this point.
I mean, I have like no words at this point.
I mean, it's kind of it's like it comes to the point where like every day I wake up, like it's like the first thing I think about is like, please let it be false. Like, please let Kobe tweet something out or let Kobe post on Instagram saying that he is okay, that Gigi is okay, and but unfortunately, I mean, at this point, it's not gonna happen. So it's sad to see such a legend. It's sad to see a legend die. Especially he's so young. I mean, only 41. He was getting just started with the second half of his career. I mean, he was gonna go on to be so great. He was helping out with charity and stuff like that. But going on to some honors. I mean, Kobe. People pay tribute throughout these past few days. Kobe being honored at the Grammys. They had put 2 spotlights on number 8 and number 24 in the rafters, since it was at Staples Center. Fans gathering around outside of Staples Center, bringing just bringing jerseys, pictures, flowers. A lot of people bringing gold and purple roses.
Yeah, even in the 2K20
Yeah.
career mode. People were just walking around with Kobe jerseys on.
That is actually a cool thing. I don't know if anybody watching here actually plays 2K, but the day of the event that Kobe had passed away, I had got on 2K with two of my friends, and we decided that we were gonna buy a full Lakers gear set, and we were going to play that day for Kobe, and we really did. And but just to see the whole 2K community, everybody on the whole game was wearing purple and gold for Kobe that day, and it was just amazing to see. I mean, I feel like this is the closest our world has ever gotten to being one whole community, or just one in general, in a long time. Like, we have not seen anything like this in a long time. So, I mean, Kobe really did bring everybody together, and it's sad to see him go. But yeah, he was honored at the Grammys. His high school, Marion, I believe it was, and Philly honored him. And then obviously all over social media, you just see Kobe and his daughter everywhere. So
And obviously, Kobe is one of the best. I mean, he's won many awards, which I have right here. He's won one All Rookie Team. He's won one Most Valuable Player, 2 Olympic gold medals, 4 All-Star Most Valuable Player, 2 NBA Finals Most Valuable
yeah,
Player, and 32 NBA Player of the Week.
and I mean, Kobe has all these achievements, so it's just it's hard to see something. I know I've been saying this a lot, and this podcast episode, you don't see us jumping in a lot, and you see it kind of be more of a quiet one, just because there's nothing really to be excited about. I mean, you just at this point, this is going to be a thing that's happening for the next few weeks. Kobe is going to be everywhere, and Kobe's legacy and the memory of Kobe is going to live on for years. I know when I get older, and when I am going to show them videos and clips of Kobe, because he was just an outstanding player, and I think he should be honored, and that we should be remembering him in a way. But any favorite Kobe moments, guys? And we all watch them play. I mean, you ever watch a game where you just meant that you always remembered? I know for me it was obviously hearing. I never watched the game, me personally, but I have watched many clips of it and many highlights of Kobe's 61-point game at the Garden, which he did set a record for the most points by an opponent at Madison Square Garden. Obviously me being no, it was 61. 81 was against the Celtics. No, I don't. I don't remember who exactly he got 81 against, but the Celtics might not even be right, but no, I think it was, I don't know, I don't remember, I don't have the exact thing pulled up, but yeah. So me being a Knicks fan, I hated to see Kobe beat my team and score 61, but after the fact, and especially looking back now, it's just there was no one who was ever going to be like Kobe. I mean, sure, you have a few people, but no one has the mindset of Kobe and the work ethic of Kobe, and no one is so lethal on offense as Kobe was. And I don't think we're gonna see a player like Kobe for generations or for decades to years and years, decades to come. So, and obviously you got these young kids coming into the league who model their game after Kobe, and I think that's gonna happen a lot more now. But I mean, it's tough. I mean, that's probably my favorite moment. Mike, Luis, anything you gotta add?
I just want to say, I just had a question for you guys. Just a real question. You guys know what Mamba means?
Black Mamba, isn't that like a snake or something?
Oh,
yeah,
no, you're right.
Mamba's a
He's
snake.
very ferocious, very kind of versatile. That was basically Kobe in the NBA. That was basically Kobe in the NBA. In the NBA, every game. Working, just working on that mind. He has that mindset like no other person. Just thinking of the right things to do, supporting his teammates back, not letting anybody down. It's just that he was very versatile to the basket. Was able to kick out those passes at the right time. And I just want to say that Kobe was very different from other people that played in the NBA. He just changed the way that we played.
Yeah, I also remember Michael.
Yeah.
You're a Knicks fan as well. We used to suffer do a lot, but so like obviously Kobe's had some of his greatest moments at MSG. Um, Anything that you had to add about Kobe's gameplay and his style and the loss of
I
Kobe
mean,
to the game?
it's just, it's just so sad to lose one of the best players of all time. I mean, every game he would score 20 plus points. I mean, it was just, I mean, yeah.
I mean, Kobe, obviously, starting his career, he wasn't so great. Obviously, I think his first 2 3 seasons, he was a bit of a letdown. People accepted him coming straight out of high school and stuff like that. But he managed to pick up, scored in his first 10 years of the league, scored about 16,000 points. Then switched to number 24, scored another like 16,000. Um, but I mean, there's not much really else we could say here. I mean, it's hard to just it's hard, and especially if you're hearing this and like you're into more upbeat or you're into more exciting a podcast, then it's just kind of we just want to let you know it's kind of hard to be more upbeat about this. I mean, yeah, sure. I think Kobe would have liked us to all be like happier and just remember the great moments that he had over than just be sad and mourn over him. But that's just who Kobe was. I mean, Kobe wanted to see everybody happy, and Kobe wanted to make sure that, and if he could do anything to make somebody happy or to improve a person, he would. So I think we all owe Kobe because I mean, in reality, Kobe changed all of our life. Especially if you're a huge basketball fan or you're young, growing up watching Kobe. We all owe Kobe. I mean, he really brought joy into our lives. So, I mean, it's tough. But I believe in about a minute or so we will have Mr. OD come in here and talk about Kobe, and then we'll also have Mr. Brown joining us midway through that interview, or I guess you could call it interview, talk about Kobe. But they will be talking about Kobe. I mean, Mr. OD coaching a girls basketball team. He's the main women's coach, girls coach at our school, and obviously he's Mr. Brown and Mr. OD are very involved with kids. So we just want to get their opinions on it, and they also grew up watching Kobe play in the league. So, and Kobe is the same age as Mr. Brown too. They were both born same year. They're both 41 years old.
Yeah, it's an honor to be with you guys, and unfortunately, to talk about this topic. Like you said, 1996, Brown, myself, we graduated high school at that time, and that's when Kobe was drafted. So, you know, as I was following NBA and fantasy sports, got involved, come college, you know, always made sure that guy was on my team for obvious reasons, you know. So, yeah, I mean, you know, you look at Kobe 2003 or so, he starts that Mamba, you know, alter personality and such, and you know, looking at it in the snake perspective, took like the most venomous snake in the world. Snake goes like 13 miles per hour, can outrun a human pretty. So I mean, he chose the right animal to depict like a different type of personality he wanted to have this when he stepped on that court, and that, you know, I'm gonna take charge, I don't care about anyone else type of thing. And yeah, I mean, it hit, you know, but more so, you know, as a teacher and someone who coaches, like you said, given, you know, 3 girls in 7th grade, I'm assuming, around that age, were on there with him, just makes the tragedy even more, you know, more difficult to comprehend. And, you know, you feel for everybody. I can imagine being, you know, the other coach, losing 2 or 3 coaches and 3 players, being some of those other girls, waiting for your coaches and your teammates to come, and they never show up. And it's, you know, it's something that, you know, I'm sure in that Mamba Sports Academy there, they have incredible people around them to support those kids, and, you know, you just feel for the family. But yeah, looking at his strategy and how he approached things, and, you know, you got to find positives in that. And like you initially reached out to me about Kobe and his significance in your lives and such, you know, I think he was aware of that, especially because he was now going to start on another chapter of his life that was based on community and family. And, you know, it's a shame because You know,
He just had so much more to do. So
he did, but now other people have to step up and, you know, fulfill that role that he played and was going to play even more at a different level. You know, he was all over the place. He was in Italy, you know, for 6 years of his life, spoke Italian, fluent in other languages, like just, you know, other guys would maybe party and such. He's there reading a book, listening to his headphones or whatever, just kind of being in his own zone, you know. So how can we relate this to what I do and to what you guys do? You know, look at that mentality. And I was reading some things he said when he was younger and he was brushing his teeth. I don't know if you guys came across this stuff, but he used to get annoyed that he wasn't as good brushing his teeth with his left hand as he was his right hand. And that bothered him. So what did he do? He made sure every time he brushed his teeth, he used his left. And then he transitioned that into writing and then obviously to dribbling. Kobe's thing was he didn't like to being uncomfortable doing something. And when he developed that Mamba mentality, he challenged other people to be uncomfortable, which is pretty ironic because he knew as a child when he couldn't do something well, he felt that uncomfortableness, and that propelled him to do things more at a higher level. So then when he was the leader and he went in there, 1996, he went in there saying, I'm the best. I'm going to be the best Laker. And at the time, he's got Eddie Jones, Shaq, all these guys saying, hey, who are you, this high school kid? I read something else. He was playing, I don't know, maybe Utah or something in the finals and in one of the rounds of the playoffs and, like, threw up an insane amount of air balls.
yeah, I remember that. Or I remember hearing about it.
Then he got back to L.A. and went to, I don't know if it was high school or a local high school, and basically just shot threes until the sun came up. It's just that attitude, you know, and that's something you got to take from him, and that's his challenge. Make people uncomfortable. So if you're too comfortable in life, then it probably means you're not challenging yourself. So if you step out of that comfort zone, it typically leads to growth. And, you know, Kobe had that awareness, but again, it took him some time to understand that, and he mastered it. And now he was at a stage of his life where he was ready to, you know, reciprocate that to others, especially to youth. So, you know, I mean, for that alone, it's sad that he's gone, you know. But like I said, his passing and his lessons, other people have to step up and, you know, and take the torch on that.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. We were going over some things that Kobe has taught us, or like Kobe has shown the world, and not even just Kobe. We were talking about how it didn't, like, not only him but his daughter as well, didn't impact just the sports world, but in just the whole world in general. I mean, everybody on the day of his passing was mourning, and everybody that day felt like the world had just stopped and nothing else was, like, they had no idea to do. So we were all very sad, and I can only imagine how the family is feeling, you know, the Bryant family and the family of the other the other two girls on the helicopter with them. So it's definitely a very sad day, and I send thoughts and prayers, as we all do, to the Bryant family and everyone who was affected by this incident. And you can't forget you can't only think about Kobe and Gigi. You also have to realize that the pilot was on had to passed away and left his family behind. There was a baseball coach there who left his whole team behind, and then, you know, the parents left. They had two other kids who were now left behind, and it's just very sad to see. And now there's a kid at home who is not going to understand that their mother or father isn't going to come back. So thank you, Mr. D. And if you have any last comments, please go ahead and share.
I mean, life is full of lessons. Sometimes they're through unfortunate terms, but you got to find positives in everything. You know, and I think when everything's said and done and his legacy lives on, I think that's going to be the theme. Find the positives he was doing, continue them, and, you know, community strength. And like I said, I'm sure communities in LA, Italy, wherever Kobe left a mark around the world, people will continue his path and keep that Mamba mentality and push it forward, you know?
Yeah.
Keep on.
Well, thank you, Mr. D. Really appreciate you stopping by and, you know, sharing your comments. So, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, it's kind of hard to be more upbeat on this type of podcast, obviously, because you try and find the good out of all this, and obviously it's still very early since this happened. It's still very soon. I mean, he just passed away 2 days ago, at the time that we're recording this. So, I mean, it's tough, but thank you again. We know that you are involved a lot in the community with children, not only just in school, but around the whole state of New Jersey too. So, it must have been sad once everybody heard the news. But that's pretty much gonna end our podcast here. We don't want to extend it out for too long. This is just a quick little thing, just to remember Kobe, Gigi, the victims, pilot, everybody who was on that plane or on the helicopter. So thank you guys for tuning in. We will be uploading our Super Bowl episode sooner or later. We just wanted to get this one out first because we thought this was our main priority. But that there's not really much to say. So thank you guys, and we hope that the Bryant family does well and everybody does well after this. And we're tripping over our words here, but that's pretty much gonna end it. So